Okay, so I did not have chocolate chips to make a ganache, and I thought, well, what can I make to go with my brownies? And I don't want to go out because the winds have been crazy today. I don't know what's going on out there, but crazy, crazy winds. So I looked up a recipe because, you know, the internet provides anything. So the best brownie frosting recipe. Love that you can find anything. It's just unsalted butter, cocoa powder, vanilla, milk, and confectioner's sugar. So I gotta grab my whisk here. Hold on. I melted the butter, as was instructed. The guys are still going at it. How many of you won now, Dad? Have you won 3 at least?
4. No, he's not.
4?
He won twice.
He's still only won twice out of like 33 games? Oh my goodness. I tell you, Dad, I'm not the hot guy I married years ago, I don't think, I tell you. All right, so gonna whisk this together, the melted butter with our cocoa, right? And this was unsalted butter, which I happen to have, but usually I do not. So then I just use regular salted, but oh well, I like salt, right? You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Ooh, nice and smooth with that melted butter. It says to use a hand mixer, but I don't think we needed that. I thought that came together really nicely. Why bother, right? You know, we RV'd for years, and I learned that you can do most anything with just like 10 utensils. We don't need as much as we think we do. I do love a fancy kitchen, but we really don't need all the stuff we need. Okay, so we did that, and then we're going to go ahead and add the milk and vanilla. Okay, so there's the milk and the vanilla, and again, whisk that together. And I think it was vanilla, too, that somebody was talking about in class the other day that they were saying, you know, vanilla is pretty awful on its own, too. It's great when you add 2 things with sugar, but pretty awful on its own. But it's acid as well. Look at that. It's making it thicker again. It changes that consistency. I think milk is also a thickening agent as well, but it gets that granular consistency, brings things together, and thickens it up. So amazing coagulant that vanilla is with chocolate. I don't know, I gotta look that up. You know what? We'll do that in class. When we're curious, we learn. So we'll do that. You guys sing aside, pause that video, and we'll figure it out. Next up, we're gonna add the rest of the powdered sugar. We'll do just a little bit of it. And then we'll just keep adding that, and I might have to switch. So I'll keep doing that until I get all of that in there and come right back to that. Okay, so it's a little thick for Miss I because I add a little more powdered sugar, a little thicker than I'd like. So I'm going to go back and add a little bit more milk and thin it out just a little bit. We'll come right back. Beauty of just this frosting, you know, it's kind of play it by ear here. Okay, doesn't that look gorgeous? Beautiful and smooth, and it comes off of that so nicely, but yet it's thick enough. And again, if it sits for a while and gets too thick, you can add a little bit more milk, and we're going to wait for our brownies to get out in just a little bit, and we can frost that and add a little bit of milk if we need to. Remember, as things sit, they're going to get thick and a little bit harder, so then we just need to do a little bit of grandma muscles and stir it back up as we need to, room temperature. If you were going to keep this overnight, it's got milk in it, so we'd put this into the refrigerator, and then you'd have to bring it up to like room temperature through your grandma muscles and stirring if you were not using it right away that same day like we're going to, and you want your brownies to cool, because if you put it on hot, what's it going to do? Just ooze everywhere, right? So that's how you can make it easy, like wonderful frosting for your brownies. All right, sounds good.